Mug, next Pokemon starter for fire is Pomeranian. Grass has a bird and water has a gecko again. I didn't even know they were making another Pokemon game. You see the tooltip when you first load in the boss area? It talked about strategy. Yeah, it said to parry his projectiles or use stun arrows. And I did parry his projectiles. I didn't see a stun bar go up at all. But the problem was if I was on the donut thing to parry the projectiles, then he used laser, my whole screen is just blinded and I cannot even see what's going on. So it's like I'm running from the laser and I just run right off the platform because I can't even see the ground. So that's why I started trying to like hit him from outside the donut. And then was messing around with strategies involving that. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I think I might need sand also for the glass. The projectile you parry goes where you point, and it flew right over the dragon. Okay. Alright, that should be enough mats. Head home. Let's see. We need glass.
Hey.
So I can't, again, it's not letting me use anything here. That's so odd. Alright, so we got glass making. Alright, and so we just need the glass, and then I can make infinite acid bite. The whole internet says stun arrows. Yeah. That might actually make me put this down. I never was sure how far I was going to get in this game before the, because, like, I know it's not done yet, right? It's in early access. But it is infuriating to me that a game gives you all this, like, character freedom. And then 2 major fights are like, you need to be an archer. It's like, okay, well, do I just need range? Because I could shoot fireballs, I could shoot icicles, I could throw bombs. No, it has to be an arrow. We'll try spamming poison on him, see what happens. Get a spell that shoots stun arrows. Apparently the spell that stuns is lightning, but while you're up there, you also have to deal with the shroud bar and the freaking... what was the other thing? You know, damn it. The shroud bar and the cold. So I'm gonna need more coal. Alright, so while the glass is cooking... I'm trying to remember where some coal is. I went to the wrong spot. I'm trying to find coal. Not charcoal, but coal. I think one of these caves had some. Got me fireballing right next to a coal mine. How much would I need to super chat to get you to try Where Winds Meet or Black Desert? I just want your take on those two. I played Where Winds Meet for about 2 hours and put it down. Sorry, I couldn't stand it anymore. A beautiful game. Combat was kind of fun. The writing and the dialogue, like anytime anyone opened their mouth, I wanted to scream. Especially there's this little kid that is accompanying you at the beginning, and I was like, oh my god. It was just so bad. And so I put it down after 2 hours. Black Desert, I have 1,000 hours in. No, wait, hold on a sec. That's not correct. Okay, Black Desert, I have 7,000 hours in. But a lot of that is because the game very much rewards you for keeping the game open even when you're not at the computer. So, like, I was playing it actively for like a year, but I kept the game open when I was at work or asleep and stuff like that because your character kept, like, farming and stuff. So, I enjoyed the game. I don't think it's a good, like, broadcasting experience, like, as a streamer, because it's just grinding. But I had fun with it while I played it. Okay, we got coal now. We got lots of coal now. Also, this whole conversation about the dragon and stuff like that taught me that acid bite does a dot. Like, I knew it did ticking acid damage while it was spraying on them, but I didn't know it put a dot on them after the fact. Until we talked about this. Alright. I've got 18 pocket heaters. Thing is, I don't know if they stack. Like, if you use one, you get a buff from that. I don't know if you can just use another one afterward. I'm not sure. Court Jester, I have no idea what that means. Let's see. Alright, glass. How much is the glass cooked? Okay, we got a stack of it. We can stop it from making more.
Hey. Hi.
Okay. Eternal Ice Bite unlocked. I could also try getting the Flash of Light spell that I kind of gave up on. Try that on the dragon, just see what happens. There's a Light Burst is the name of it. Okay, skipping to daytime so it's not dark. I need to put the temporary acid bites away. It's just going to take up space on the spell selection.
Hey.
Same with the temp chain lightnings. Alright, that's better. So that's the range of it. Now, if I fire it here... Oh, I didn't even go to the low ground? Bro, what? Okay. Costs a lot of mana, too. Muck, have you seen Nox comments about staff and bow usable together? Seems important info. Yeah, I have. Thing is, I don't know. I'm being kind of stubborn right now. I would like to find a way to make this work with the playstyle I built this character for. If I am forced again to, like, for example, the last boss whose weak point could only be triggered with an arrow, I ended up beating it, but I just used like 3 wands full worth of durability on it. So I stubbornly got through that. And I'm kind of feeling that way again now. So if I can't beat this guy with my, like, with like, magic, then I kind of like him. I'm like losing interest in the game. I'm sure that sounds a little silly, but it's the truth. Okay. I couldn't get the updraft thing to work. Again, I've got 4 different abilities that are basically all spacebar, so you just have to hit it repeatedly until they go off. Chain lightning it to death. It's highly resistant to chain lightning. We tested that already. But also, chain lightning's very short range. I have to get it up close to do that. We might be able to stun it. So I have to land on the donut to trigger the fight to start, then try to glide over to that other spot if possible. Chain lightning fills the stun bar too. Yeah, a very tiny amount. It does. I'll experiment with that as I can. Closer though. Alright, couple tests here. Light burst. Doesn't reach him. Chain lightning does reach him. It does hit the stun bar. My mana's gonna run out before I can stun him now. It'd be easier with an electric wand because the mana. I'm at 1355. No. Okay, you cannot use multiple heaters, so I wasted my time making all of those. Does he always go clockwise with the beam? If so, that might be useful information when I am over there and blinded. Staring each other down right now. Dude, that's it? That's all the time I get? Oh, and now he summons ads. That was not even worth stunning him. I can't get my glider to deploy. Oh, managed to jump the beam that time. That's cool. Dude, the snow, the snow, the snow. Alright, so I need 1.5 bars of mana to stun him, and then I can get like 1 attack off. Assuming I'm not already on the platform. So I'm basically out of mana when the stun happens. You can make mana pots. I could uninstall. I'm not taking this well. Pocket heaters do not stack. So we're going to have issues with the cold if the fight drags out too long. Were you throwing acid? I was trying. Thing is, I've only got... I looted 8 stun arrows. Can I even make more? If I just...
Oi!
Goo and bug dust and alchemical base. Yeah, I can make more. How many stun arrows does it take to drop him? Where's the... let's see, 41... Okay, I'm sure we're gonna need a lot of stun arrows, but we're gonna just do, this is just for science. I'm gonna see how much stun an arrow does. Can you invite people into your world in this game? No clue, but I don't want to do that. I think parrying is my best opportunity here. New. Okay. When you blocked the projectile added... No, I parried it. I parried it and slapped it back into him. got 2 bandages left, too. The second one. This is the rough part. When I can't see and I need to be dodging frantically. That's the part that stresses me out. Am I not rested right? I'm not. I have to go back to town and rest between every attempt. Okay. Yeah, I had no stamina because I lost the rested buff. So between every attempt, I need to port back here and sit in my living room. Lightning Channel may work better for you. I'm not familiar with that spell. I've never used it.
Hey. Oh. Hello.
Iron bars, copper bars, charcoal, and enshrouded oil. 5 enshrouded oil per stack. Not enough coal powder. I'm doing okay with parrying the projectiles. Beyond that, I need to just figure out the laser. He sometimes does it in a straight line, that's fine, you dodge to the side. He sometimes sweeps it from left to right, but horizontally, you just jump over it. The problem is when he just beams it on you, and then it just tracks you. And it's like you're in waist-deep snow, you can barely move, and you've got to avoid that. That's the part I'm super struggling with. Is like one, it blinds the screen, so I can't see, and I need to move around and avoid that. And you've got basically a timer on the fight before hypothermia kills you, despite the fact that you're fighting in an environment filled with fire. Can you jump off on the platform? Sometimes, but sometimes my my glide thing won't deploy. Can you fly away? It's a glider. Yeah, you can only fly up if there's like an updraft. See, there's so much smoke and stuff. Alright, so meteor things, and back, and back. Okay, now he is going to do this. So that's how much damage I took trying to immediately fly away. I'm still on fire. Okay, I'm going back in the hopes that he's going to do meteor thing again. Let's prepare acid bite. I missed both. Damn. Thing is, I can't even really, like, mold the environment a little bit because, the environment will reset back to normal in between attempts. top. Okay, I think I figured out a method for that beam. He's not in range. I can't lock on. If I can't lock on, it won't connect. Dude, 10-second debuff, Shroud Fire. I can't even see him. Whoa, personal space. So even after grounding him with this, he's still resistant to everything. I think his beam might have killed his own dude there. Okay. And I have to leave again because I have to go rest again. You can have more time from armor and meals. I was eating grilled fatty meat, which gives 1 frost resist. Not that I was hitting the enrage timer there. There's nothing that gives more frost resist than what I was already eating. Bow is useless. Put that away.
Hey.
Is there something like lightning bolts instead of chain lightning? There's something called